Hello everyone, welcome to KBP Degree College, Azadi 75. I am Assistant Professor Snehal Rane. Today, I will be taking you all through the topic of artificial intelligence, solution for cybersecurity. Currently, due to the pandemic situation, there has been a large-scale chaos around the world. Many people have lost their livelihood, and some of them are unfortunately turning the unethical means of making money, which majorly includes cyber fraud. Since now most of the human population is working from home in a virtual environment, internet users are more prone to such frauds. This is a major cause of concern which needs a foolproof solution. AI is one of the best way to tackle this problem. Introduction. Cybersecurity refers to a set of techniques used to protect the integrity of networks, programs, and data from attack, damage, or unauthorized access. Cybersecurity is the technique of protecting computers, networks, programs, and data from unauthorized access or attacks that are aimed for exploitation. The objective of cybersecurity is not only to avoid 100% of attacks, something unattainable, but to reduce the attack surface to a minimal. The core functionality of cybersecurity involves protection of information and system from major cyber threats. The number of attacks preparators will be always bigger than the number of cyber security experts who are trying to protect against attacks. So the machine learning, that is ML, and artificial intelligence are taking cyber security and other teach fields by storm. So major security areas are application security, information security, network security, and disaster recovery. So first is application security. Application security encompasses measures or countermeasures that are taken during the development lifecycle to protect application from threats that can come through flaws in the application design, development, deployment, and upgrade or maintenance. Some basic techniques used for application security are input parameter validation, user or role authentication and authorization, session management, parameter manipulation and exception management, auditing and logging, etc. Then second is information security. Information security protects information from unauthorized access in order to avoid identity theft and to protect privacy. Major techniques used to cover these areas are identification, authentication, and authorization of user, and cryptography. Then the next is network security. Network security encompasses activities to protect the usability, reliability, integrity, and safety of the network. The variety of threats are targeted and stopped from entering us or spreading on the network with effective network security. Network security components include antiviruses and anti-spyware, firewall to block unauthorized access to your network, intrusion prevention system, that is IPS, to identify fast spreading threats such as zero-day or zero-hour attacks, virtual private networks, that is VPNs, to provide secure remote access. Then the last one is disaster recovery. Disaster recovery planning is a process that includes activities like performing risk assessment, establishing priorities, developing recovery strategies in case of disaster. Any business should have a concentrate plan for disaster recovery to resume normal business operations as fast as possible after a disaster. So types of security threats are: first, ransomware is a type of malware that involves an attacker locking the victim's computer system files, typically through encryption, and demanding a payment for decryption and unlocking them. Then the next is malware. Is any file or a program which is used to harm a computer user, such as worms, computer viruses, Trojan horses, and spyware. Special social engineering. Social engineering is an attack that relies on human interaction to trick user into a breaking security procedures to gain sensitive information that is typically protected. Phishing. Phishing is a form of fraud where fraudulent emails are sent that resemble emails from reputed sources. However, the intention of these emails is to steal sensitive data such as credit card or login information. So, cybersecurity and machine learning. The main benefit is that the machine learning algorithms will learn and predict based on experience and results. Machine learning software can gain the ability to learn from previous observations to make inference about both future behavior as well as guess what you want to do in new scenarios. Information gathering is the first step of every cyber attack, irrespective of the number of victims. Information can be grouped according to subject and can be collected online and offline. Information can refer to people or assets to prevent such attacks. Various clustering and classification methods from k-means and random forests to neural networks can be used, which should be applied to victims' posts on social networks. Now, machine learning classification techniques. First is supervised learning, refers to algorithms that are provided with a set of labeled training data with the task of learning what differentiates the labels. In the below image, we have some input raw data, which is collection of different fruits. The supervisor will use some training on that data set, process that algorithm and get the desired output as fruit sorted and identified. The second technique is unsupervised learning, refers to algorithms provided with unlabeled training data with the task of inferring the categories all by itself. Sometimes labeled data is very rare, or the task is labeling is itself very hard, or we may not even know if labels exist, given how good machines are at finding patterns in the large data sets. It is often much simpler to have a machine separate data into group of us. So Python implementation. The challenge is to implement artificial intelligence and machine learning algorithms with higher security to preserve the data integrity. IT security professionals must efficiently write applications and scripts, often on short notice. Python code follows and supports multiple programming paradigms, including imperative, functional, procedural, and object-oriented. Python is widely used for various high-performance computing applications by a number of corporate games, including Microsoft, Google, Red Hat, IBM, Amazon, and many others. Python is free and open source and provides the implementations and interfaces for many other languages and platforms. Python is widely and commonly used programming language for cybersecurity, penetration testing, and digital forensic applications. Using the base programming of Python, any of the following can be performed without any other third-party tool, or can be created the third-party tool. So there are web server fingerprinting, simulation of attacks, port scanning, website cloning, load generation and testing of the website, creating intrusion detection and prevention systems, wireless network scanning, transmission of traffic in the network, accessing mail server, etc. So now we are looking forward of socket programming. So how to implement that socket programming? Similar to Java socket programming is inbuilt in Python. To work with socket programming, the package socket should be first imported and then the related methods can be called. So the given image is the example of socket programming, where we just import the socket package and we use the get host by name method and getting the IP address of given website. The next is implementing network port scanning. The Nmap tool is very famous. It is used for implementing network porting scanning, but using Python socket programming, it can be implemented without any third-party tool. In Kali Linux operating system, there are a number of tools available for digital forensics related to networks, but many of these implementation can be done using Python programming with just a few lines of codes. So we can see in the image, the given code checks which particular ports are open from the port list 20, 22, 23, 80, 135, 445, and 912. These are the port lists. We are checking which port is available or open. Each port list value specifies a particular service associated with the network. So we can see in the output, the 80 tool 80 is open. Then geolocation extraction. The real-time location of an IP address can be extracted using Python and Google APIs with the help of the PyGeo IP module. First of all, import the GeoIP database. Once the database is loaded and mapped with the Python installation, any IP address can be scanned using global visibility and location. To look up the country, use the following code. The following code shows how we can get the google.com's country code by its name or by its IP address. Conclusion. So the Python features are required for providing security as well as protecting information and system from various types of cyber threats. Cybersecurity experts use different modules and libraries provided by Python programming language. Experts can work on different cybersecurity areas without using any other third-party tool. New applications can be created using Python programming. Again, the Python programming is an easy and ultimate solution for cybersecurity. Machine learning and artificial intelligence uses Python programming for developing such advanced websites and applications for cybersecurity. Thank you.